to my channel. Today I am going through my makeup primers. I am doing a big declutter. I've just decided that I have too many. I have a lot of samples of things that I know I don't like or don't want to use, and so I think I'm gonna sit down with you guys, show you what I own, and really go through the process with you guys. So I'm gonna face you guys down towards my table so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, so here we are. Yes, I have my window right here. Sorry about that. I was hoping to help give a little bit of light into this room, but this is my collection-ish of, not ish, this really is, I believe, I went through all my I went through all my drawers and all my current makeup bag to pull out all my primers, and so I thought, I'm pretty sure this is everything. So what I'm going to do is, this has this little container, this little drawer has a divider in it that has 4 little areas, and I think what I'm going to do is have one area be the primers that I know and love, one area be the ones that I still want to try out, and I'm not sure what I'll do the other two. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let me pull up my sleeves so that I can really get in here. All right, let me see. So I know for sure I'm keeping these. This is my Ren Perfect Canvas Clean Primer. I haven't really used very much, so I still want to use that. This I just got in a BoxyCharm, so I do want to still try that out. So I know I'm keeping that, and this will be in the try group. I need to try. This is the LMS Pro Collagen Insta Smooth Primer. I love this. I think it is absolutely amazing. So I know I'm keeping that. I also know I'm keeping the No Pore Blem Primer. This is actually in my most recent makeup basket, which by the way, I never posted my one for this week because I have enjoyed everything in that basket that I'm actually making it go for 2 weeks. But I've been using this in that basket and I really like it. It has become one of my favorites. All right, I also know I'm keeping, as you can see, all my Hourglass travel sizes. I did finally go through my full size of the Hourglass, so I don't have a full size anymore. But I still have a few sample sizes that I know I love and I'm keeping. What else do I know? I know I'm going to keep the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. That is one of my favorites. I don't know. Oh, I know I'm keeping the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This is so good and it works really well with blurring out, I think, your pores. As I make a huge fetchin' mess. Ugh, I hate that. Okay, I'll just leave those down. So this is my, for sure I'm keeping pile, and so far I only have one in my I need to try it pile. So anything else that I know? Oh, my Bobbi Brown Face Enriched Face Base, new found, love that. I thought I had a couple more. I must not have. I thought I had 2 samples left, but I guess I only have one. I'm definitely not getting rid of that, and I'm definitely not getting rid of the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I actually have 2 of these. I'm not sure where my other one is, but I know I'm keeping that. All right, everything else I have, I'm not sure. So I know I just put this over here. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've never tried this, and I can't remember if I got this in a Sephora Play box or I can't, oops, as I throw it. I can't remember exactly where I got it, but I know I really want to try it. So I'm going to keep that in my try pile. And, okay, this is hard because I know like these over here, I know I love and I would repurchase if I ran out. Oh, this one, my Stellar Brilliant Primer. This is one of my top 3 favorites that I'm keeping. And I think I have, yes, I have another little sample of it as well. Okay, let me see. I have a lot of like duplicate stuff. So let me, okay, I just figured out this is eye primer. So I guess one of these is going to be eye primers. So I can go through that in a second. So it's an eye primer. I'm just gonna leave it in here. Okay, I do know I'm going to keep this Murad Invisible Blur Shield Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is actually very, very good. I got a sample of it and I ended up buying it. Look, like I said, you can see I've already used about half of it. So I definitely will keep that and finish that up because I think that is great. Would I repurchase it? I'm not sure because it is fairly expensive. And I do think that I like some of these other ones a little bit better, but I do like it enough that I'm going to keep it and finish it. All right, I have, maybe I'll get them in brands that way, and then I can talk to you about them, and maybe that will help me decide when I can see everything that I have, because I feel like I keep seeing brands and I'm like, oh yeah, but oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyways. Okay. I know for sure I'm going to get rid of... That's an eye primer, so I won't talk about that. Okay. Am I ready? So I have... Oh, my gosh. I'm so clumsy today. So I have these two very high-end. This one is the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. I probably just butchered that because I do not speak any French. And I do like this. It's not my favorite, but I do like it enough to at least finish it. As well as this Guerlain, or Guerlain, however you want to say it. It's the Radiance Concentrate with Pure Gold. Again, this is another product that I probably wouldn't run out and buy, but I do like it. I will use it and I'll finish it. But I feel like if I get rid of some of these things, I'll see these enough to grab them and to use them up. Because to be honest, I haven't used these in a long time. All right, anything that I know I'm going to get rid of. I know for sure... Okay, I know for sure I'm going to get rid of this. Is this a Sarah? Is it Sarah? What's her name? What's your name? I want to say it's the Sarah McNamara or something. Yes, Sarah McNamara Beauty. I don't know if I said that right. This is the Miracle Skin Transform Face. I got this at a Costco and it came with this one and a small one. I actually really like these. The reason I'm going to get rid of it is I have used quite a bit of it, but it is old. I mean, it is old. I don't even want to tell you how old it is because it's probably gross, but it is quite old, so I'm going to get rid of it. But I probably would repurchase this if I found it like on a good deal like I did at Costco, because it was really good. It's something that I could wear on its own and it would look okay. So I know I'm going to pass that on. I have a hard time letting go because I do. What is this one? This is Peter Thomas Roth Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Prism Cream. Why do I have it in my primers? Oh, I guess it's like a highlighting cream. Oop, that was a lot. So let's see what this does. Ooh, it is really pretty. Can you guys see that? I've never really used something like this. So I think I'm going to actually put this in my try pile because I want to try it. And if I hate it on my skin, I'll get rid of it. I did have a sample of this. This is the Pores No More from Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. I probably had 5 or 6 samples of this. I did pass on all the samples to my mother, and then I realized I had a full size. So I must have liked it at one time, and I think I have a hard time since I've paid for it getting rid of it. So maybe I'll put it back here as in like for a friend or a parent, or if I don't know. This is like going to be, okay. So I have what I love, what I want to try, and this is like not ready to let go, but kinda. And then this will be eye primers. Okay, So the next thing I have is the Professional. This is the Pearl Primer. So I own the original. It is probably my all-time favorite primer, but it does break me out, and I have finally come to that realization, and I gave my mom the rest of my full size. But I think that primer works 100%. If you don't have acne prone skin or whatever, I would highly recommend trying that. It seriously blurs your face, and I think my foundation lasts so long when I wear that. So I am going to keep this, but this is going to be something I am going to put back here because it's not something that I generally pull for. So if I don't pull for it soon, I'm going to let it go, but it'll be back here to remind me, or you know, if my sister or a friend or my mom wanted something, I know that this drawer are things that I would be okay letting go, but I would also be okay if I kept. So I'm planning on this not being too full, is my point. Alright, I think I'm going to get rid of the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. I got this in a beauty box, and it's really just not my favorite. And so because I'm trying to, like you can tell I'm keeping a lot, I'm trying to get rid of as much as I can. I feel like I should let some stuff go that I don't absolutely love. So that I'll get rid of. This for Solly, I do really like it, so I think I'm going to hold on to it for now, but it's definitely not one of my favorites, but I think it's good. And that's also the same with this Pores No More from Dr. Brandt. I think this one is much better than this one, so I'm going to keep this one, but I'm going to keep it in here because I know I do really like it. Are these things not going to even fit? I might have to go through this a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think all these things are going to fit. Well, maybe I'll move this for Solly one back there since I know I'm not totally sold on it. Let's see. Yeah, these still don't fit. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's just keep going until I figure it out. I do have two of the Makeup Forever primer that they came out with a couple years ago. I obviously got a sample. I think this is actually my second sample size, and then I bought the full size because I liked it so much. I am going to keep both of these because I know I do like it, but it is something that I would be okay letting go of because I have all these. So these I'm going to put back here. And I know I said I'm not going to have this be a huge category, and I'm not getting rid of anything, I feel like. Okay, these I know I'm getting rid of. These are the Becca primers. This one is the Backlight Priming Filter, and this is the Velvet Blurring Primer. And Becca products break me out, so I'm not going to even try it. I think I would love to try this one, but I'm pretty sure that it breaks me out, so I'm just not going to deal with that. The other thing that I don't really care for is this Cover FX Blurring Primer. I did own this in full size. I think I finally let that go in my last declutter, so I think I'm going to let that one go too. Alright, then I have these two Tarte products. This is the Quench Hydrating Primer, and this is the Clean Slate Smoothing Primer. So this is a lot like the Tatcha and the e.l.f. primer, and I do like it. So, and it's almost gone, so I think I'm gonna, and I like this jar, so I think I'm gonna keep that just to use up. This I'm going to get rid of. I really don't care for a hydrating primer. I really like smoothing primers, pore minimizers, stuff like that, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one. The MAC Strobe Cream, I've never tried, and I've had this sample forever. So maybe I'll put it in here to try like this Peter Thomas Roth one. And then if I don't like it, I'll just get rid of it. That'll be easy. And that's the same with this Estee Lauder, the Smoother. I've never tried it either, so I kind of want to try that. Alright, the Too Faced Hangover. I have a full size and two samples. I do like this primer a lot. It's not one of my favorite, but I like it enough that I think I'm going to keep the full size, pass on these samples, and again, if whoever I give those samples to comes back and they're like, oh my gosh, I love it, I at least have a full size I could pass on if I'm not using it at that moment. All right, I have 3 of these Josie Marin Surreal Skin. I don't know why I have 3 of these, but somehow I got 2 samples and the big guy. And I do really like this. It's a little bit different than the putties. It's more of, here, let me show you. It's more of a, it actually is a lot like the Bobbi Brown Faced Enriched. It's a lot like the Bobbi Brown. It just doesn't have as good of a smell as the Bobbi Brown one. But this, it feels like a lotion. It's very, would I say hydrating would be the right word? I feel like it's smoothing. It's more, it does feel hydrating, but I feel like it's more smoothing than anything. So I think I'm gonna hold on to this too because I do like it. And these, maybe I can combine them. If I can open it. Oh, this one's not even opened. What about this one? This one's not even open. Oh my heck, I dropped everything. So I haven't even opened up the 2 small sizes. So what should I do? You know, I think I'm gonna pass on these 2 just because I do have this big guy and I don't love it. I'd rather have the Bobbi Brown one, but I don't want to totally waste it. So I'll keep the big one. I'll pass on the 2 small ones. All right, last I have are these First Aid Beauty. Are they all the same thing? No. Okay, so these 3 are the same. Let's talk about them first. These are the Coconut Skin Smooth Priming Moisturizer. So I think I'm going to let these go because they're just not my favorite, so I'm not going to keep them. The Pores Be Gone Matte Primer I got in my Sephora Play Box, I believe just in January. And I only used this like 2 or 3 times. I think only twice, to be honest. And I don't feel like I really know. So I think I'm going to put it here, try it out a little bit more, and if I don't like it, I'll pass it on. So I guess that's gonna be my goal, is to try these things quickly, see if I want to keep them, and if I don't, pass them on. These are what I love, which is obviously overflowing, will not fit in my drawer. And because that includes these 2 things as well. And then these are things that I do like, they're just not my favorite, but I want to finish them. Okay, while I have you here, and since I didn't realize that I had my eye primers in here, which I don't really use much eye primer anymore, and I actually got rid of a lot of them because they just don't work. So let me go through. I do have my matte paint pots and a backup of Painterly. I'm keeping those. That's probably one of my favorite. I know I'm also going to keep this Anastasia eye primer. I think that's very good. I think I'm going to let go of the Kat Von D High Voltage eye primer. Well, I hate this. Okay, I'm going to keep this NARS one because I spent way too much money on it and I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm going to finish it. I know I'm going to get rid of this Milani one because I didn't like it. And that's probably one of the first products that I've hated that I got on a recommendation from Emily Noel. And I just think it's terrible. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm also getting rid of this Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. I don't really care for Lorac face products. Actually, I don't really use a lot of Lorac products, but I definitely did not like that, so I'm gonna let that go. The NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. It obviously needs to be sharpened. Oh, it's still good. I think I'm gonna keep that. This is a good primer if you're trying to get your eyeshadows to be a lot more intense. This is good. I don't use it very often, but I don't own a lot of eye primers, as you can see, so I don't feel like that's bad. And then I think I'm gonna hold on to this still. Ugh. I think I'm gonna hold on to it only because it is so almost gone. I want to finish it. Let me swatch it. Let me see. Because sometimes if I swatch it, then I can tell, and I'll remember, oh, that's why I don't like using it. And I do realize why I don't like using it. It is a very thick yellow I was gonna say paste, is that even the right word? And so if you put too much on your eye, it becomes a mess. So maybe I will, but I did use a lot, so maybe I'll let that go. Now I need a wipe. So I think I did okay. I had wanted to do a little bit better, but let's see. So I am keeping, I don't think I'm gonna count because it's way too many, but I know I'm only have 2, 4, 6 that I'm trying to try out before, and then I'll decide. And then I have only 2, 4, 5 in here that could be on the chopping block rather soon. But this is really my favorites. I actually could probably even put this Murad one over here, because even though I know I like it and I want to finish using it, I know I'm not going to repurchase that. So maybe I'll throw that over here to leave some room for my favorites. But I don't think I own too many drugstore. I think I only have 1 drugstore primer, which is kind of sad, actually. I don't know. What other drugstore primers do you guys like? Because I think this is the only one that I have really liked. So that's what I'm keeping. What I'm getting rid of is I am getting rid of 3 eye primers. And let's see how many primers. So I'm getting rid of 12 primers. Most are sample sizes. 1 is a full size. Of course, this is going in the trash. Probably the rest I'll pass on to family, friends, and them. But, I mean, I cleaned it out a little bit. Didn't do great, but I cleaned it out a little bit. I honestly thought I would do way better. But when I start, like, looking at my stuff, then I start thinking, oh, wait, I do really like that. Because, like, this is the only thing right here that's really calling my name that I shouldn't get rid of. But I know that I hate it because of the problem I just told you about with it. So I don't want to. And I know I love this, but I have a full size. So I don't really need to carry these samples around. So that is my declutter for the first of the year in 2020. I think I'm going to try and go through everything. I don't think I'll be as indecisive in my other categories, because I know most of my categories I either like it or I don't. Primers, I just feel like depending on what you're looking for, there's just so many things that they can do. So I think that's why it was a little hard, but I know it's such a boring category that it probably shouldn't have been as hard as it was. But I did it. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.